On the first day following the long weekend in the United States, the US stock market declined moderately. Nevertheless, US stocks are still trading close to the highest levels of the year. The US dollar is picking up steam that indicates wage prospects for the US equity market. Bitcoin went into a nosedive that aroused concerns in the large crypto community. The S&P 500 is now trading at near 4,520 points. Judging by the technical chart, the index is set to trade in the range of 4,480 to 4,540 in the coming few days. In other words, experts admit a downward correction. In this context, market participants are alerted to the most important report of the week, the Budget Book by the Federal Reserve, which is due tonight. Besides, investors will find out data on consumer credit in the US later today. Is the downward correction going to escalate? We will see it soon. The US dollar is also sensitive to the report by the US Central Bank. Today, the US currency rose to its highest in a week against peers. The greenback eventually perked up ahead of the policy meeting of the Federal Reserve, having snapped a losing streak. Its index climbed from 92.20 to 92.60 in confidence. The expected range is between 92.30 and 92.90, so the index is likely to extend its advance after a brief pause. The strength of the US dollar affected its Canadian rival. The USD CAD pair halted its decline, having touched the bottom of 1.2490. The currency pair rebounded instantly after the US dollar had regained footing. Oil prices, which commonly determine the loonie's trajectory, are trading steadily. Meanwhile, the USD CAD pair rebounded to 1.2650. It's likely to hold in the corridor of 1.2600 to 1.2730. Today is the tough challenge for crypto fans who recently invested in Bitcoin, betting on its strength. The flagship cryptocurrency crashed overnight. It tumbled almost $7,000 in a few hours to the level of 46,700. The underlying reason for this slump is the news that El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender. Originally, the news cheered up market participants, but later on, this move was overshadowed by some troubles. According to the country's president, the government-promoted digital wallet had to be temporarily disconnected to enhance the capacity of the servers. The system still cannot operate properly, though in legal terms, all companies and institutions are obligated to accept payments in Bitcoin. Analysts believe that the token will regain its losses, but it's too early to speak about when it could happen. Experts warn about a downturn in the US stock market that could happen in the coming days for a few reasons. First, the market has closed at highs for a long time. It means that the time is ripe for a downward correction. Second, concerns about economic growth amid the escalating coronavirus situation are taking center stage. The Wall Street Journal posted an article on the front page that US economy is facing a slowdown in September. What evidence can prove that? We will find out soon. And that's all for today. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel and see you tomorrow.